Hello everyone and welcome to my channel CBSC Science World. In the last video we discussed about the food, its importance and sources. In this video we will study about the different components of food. In this chapter we will be covering following topics: importance of food, nutrients, different types of nutrients, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, roughage, water, balanced diet, and deficiency diseases. Why do we need food? Because it is fuel for our body and provide us energy to do various activities. It helps in growth and repair our damaged parts of our body. What do we eat and why? We eat fresh fruits and vegetables. If we are non-vegetarian, we eat fish, meat, and eggs. We also eat parathas and sabzi roti. Your mother always runs after you to have a glass of milk. But why? Because all these food items, they provide you energy and helps in growth and development of your body. Why do we eat variety of food items? Because no single food can provide all the nutrients needed for a healthy diet. So we eat variety of food to get all the nutrients. In the last video, we discussed about the ingredients that are used to prepare a food item. All these ingredients, they are rich in nutrients. The components of food which are required for growth, development, and repair of our body are known as nutrients. Types of nutrients: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Carbohydrates and fats, they are also known as energy giving foods because they provide you energy. Proteins, they are known as body building foods because it helps in your growth and development. Whereas vitamins and minerals, they are known as protective foods because they protect you from different diseases. Let us learn about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide us energy to do all the activities. The main carbohydrates found in our food are in the form of starch and sugars. Some of the sources of carbohydrates are sweet potato, wheat, rice, bajra, potato, sugarcane, papaya, melon, mango, and maize. You can also perform a test for carbohydrates. For that, you have to take a small quantity of food item. For example, you can take potato or any other food item which is rich in starch. Put 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution on it. Then observe the color. If the food changes to blue-black color, it indicates the presence of starch in it. Let us learn about fats. Fats also provide us energy, but it provides us more energy than carbohydrate. Two types of fat sources are plant sources and animal sources. Groundnuts, sunflower oil, mustard oil, coconut oil, soybean oil, nuts, they are rich in fat. Whereas meat, fish, ghee, milk, butter, cream, eggs, they are rich in animal sources of fat. You can also perform a test for fats. For that, you have to take a small quantity of food item. For example, you can take French fries, pakoras, groundnuts. Wrap it in a piece of paper. Now, straighten the paper and observe it carefully. You will observe oily patch on paper, which shows that a food item contains fat. Let us learn about proteins now. They are body-building foods needed for growth and repair of our body. Two types of protein sources are plant sources and animal sources. Gram, moong, tur dal, beans, soya bean, peas, they are also rich in proteins. Meat, fish, paneer, egg, they are rich in animal sources of protein. You can also perform a test for proteins. For that, you have to take the food sample, for example, pulses, grind it properly, and put it in a clean test tube. Then add 10 drops of water. After that, add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution and 10 drops of caustic soda solution. Caustic soda solution is also known as sodium hydroxide. Mix it well and observe the color. Violet color indicates the presence of protein in a particular food item. Now we will learn about vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals, they are required by a body in minimum quantity. Vitamins, they help in protecting our body against diseases. They also help in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth, and gums healthy. Some of the vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B1, and vitamin D. Now we will learn about the different sources and the functions of vitamins. Vitamin A is rich in papaya, carrot, mango, milk, fish, oil, and pumpkin. And it is good for eyesight, healthy skin, and hair. Vitamin B1 is present in wheat, rice, liver, milk, and egg. And it is very important for growth and proper functioning of digestive system and heart. Vitamin C is rich in lemon, amla, oranges, green chilies, tomato, and guava, and it is very important for keeping our teeth, gums, and joints healthy. Whereas vitamin D is present in milk, egg, fish, liver, and sunlight. And it is very important for the growth of bones and teeth. Now we will discuss about the different sources. So these are the different sources of vitamin A: vitamin B1, vitamin C, and vitamin D. Let us learn about minerals. Minerals are needed by a body in small amounts. Each one is essential for proper growth of our body and to maintain good health. Some of the types of minerals are calcium, phosphorus, iodine, and iron. Let us discuss the different sources and the functions of minerals. Calcium, it is present in milk and eggs and very important for strong bones and teeth. Whereas phosphorus is present in milk, green chilies, rice, and banana. And it is very important for formation of bones and teeth. If we talk about iodine, then it is present in iodized salt, fish, green leafy vegetables, and ginger. And very important for proper functioning of thyroid gland, which is present in our neck. And the function of thyroid gland is to promote the growth of your body. And the last one, iron, which is rich in apple, green leafy vegetable, and raisin. And iron is very important for hemoglobin formation in our blood, which carries oxygen to different parts of our body. So these are the sources of minerals. Till now, we discussed about the different types of nutrients. Now we will learn about the other components of food, that is roughage and water. Roughage, they are also known as dietary fibers. They do not provide any nutrition to our body, but is an essential component of our food. It helps our body to get rid of undigested food. It also helps to remove constipation. Some of the sources of roughage are whole grains and pulses, potatoes, fresh fruits and vegetables. Then water. These are the sources of water: tea, coffee, soft drinks, and cooked food. Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from our food. It also helps in releasing waste from our body in the form of sweat and urine. It also maintains our body temperature. If you are taking all the components of food in right amount, then the diet is considered as balanced diet. A balanced diet is one that contains all the types of nutrients in right amounts. The diet should contain a good amount of dietary fiber and water as well. So this is considered as balanced diet, which includes fruits and vegetables, rice and chapati, pulses and beans, and dairy products. Balanced diet varies with age, health, and occupation. For example, a construction worker doing manual work needs more carbohydrates and fats as compared to others, whereas a growing child needs to take more proteins than adults. By the way, are you taking a proper balanced diet or you are eating lot of unhealthy food? When a person eats too much fat containing foods, then the fat gets deposited in the body and he may suffer from a condition known as obesity. Common cooking practices. Repeated washing of fruits, pulses, rice, and vegetables can result in loss of essential vitamins and minerals. And we know that vitamins and minerals, they are very important for our body because they protect us from different diseases. Throwing away excess water, which is used for cooking vegetables, can result in the loss of important proteins and minerals present in them. Food must be cooked properly as vitamin C gets destroyed in the heat while cooking. Therefore, one should keep all these points while cooking. Deficiency disease. Deficiency diseases are caused by the lack of one or more nutrients over a longer period of time. For example, if you are not taking protein for a longer period of time, then it can result into a disease known as kwashiorkor. And the symptoms of kwashiorkor are stunted growth, swelling of your face, discoloration of your hair, skin diseases, diarrhea, and bulging of your stomach. If your diet is deficient in proteins and carbohydrates, then it can cause marasmus and which will result in diarrhea, weight loss, growth may stop completely, and bones they are clearly visible through the skin. Let us discuss about the diseases caused by the deficiency of different minerals and vitamins. First one is vitamin A deficiency, which can cause poor vision, loss of vision in darkness, and sometimes complete loss of vision. Vitamin B1 deficiency causes beriberi, which result into weak muscles and very little energy to do work. Vitamin C deficiency causes scurvy, which result into bleeding gums. Whereas vitamin D deficiency causes rickets. Bones become soft and bent. Calcium deficiency in our diet causes bone and tooth decay. If there is a deficiency of iodine in our diet, then it can cause goiter. And what are the symptoms of goiter? Glands in the neck, they appear swollen. Iron deficiency causes anemia, which result into weakness. In the first picture, lady is suffering from goiter. In the second one, rickets. In the third one, scurvy, which causes bleeding gums. And the fourth one is caused because of the deficiency of calcium in our diet. With this, we have completed the chapter. Hope you like this video. If yes, please like, share and subscribe my channel. For any doubt, you can write your questions in the comment box. Thank you and have a great day ahead.